Steve Scalise says people criticizing Trump for Soleimani strike need to ask whose side they're on. Hello and welcome to TST. If you are new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell so you can receive news and updates that you can rely on daily. On Saturday's broadcast of the Fox News channel's Fox and Friends, House Minority Whip Steve Scalise stated that people who are criticizing President Trump for the Soleimani strike are going to have to look at a mirror and say, whose side are you on if you can question something that actually makes America safer? Scalise said any responsible commander-in-chief would have done the same thing. But President Trump's the one who did it. And I'm glad that the president had the fortitude to say we're going to put America first. We're going to protect America and our allies around the world by doing this. And you know, if somebody wants to criticize him for that, I think they're going to have to look at a mirror and say, whose side are you on if you can question something that actually makes America safer? Take a watch.
Hey, good morning. Good to be with you all.
It's good to have you. I mean, there was a time not too long ago when President Obama took out a terror leader, and even Republicans like yourself said, hey, this is a good day for America. How is it now that this is a distraction and the wrong thing to do when the President of the United States has actionable intelligence?
Yeah, I think it just goes to show you there's some people in Washington right now that are so concerned about their own political agenda, their own political power, that they'll criticize a move that's good for America and good for freedom all around the world. If you think about Soleimani, the people of Iran who want freedom, this is a major victory for them, because as long as Iran is tied to terrorists like Soleimani, they're never going to have the opportunity that every other country has. And you could see it holding their country back right now. And so the fact that President Trump took decisive action to protect Americans, what did they tell those Americans whose lives were at risk in the next terror attack, let alone the previous terror attacks, where hundreds of Americans were killed by Soleimani, thousands around the world? Were they okay with that? Were they okay with him still walking the earth? It was important that President Trump took the action he did.
Representative, maybe we can forgive Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Maybe she's remembering Susan Rice when she went out on Sunday shows and misrepresented the reason for the Benghazi attacks. I mean, maybe there's reason to be skeptical. Is there anything you've seen behind the scenes or in talking to folks that there wasn't this intelligence the Trump administration is talking about?
Well, look, and I'm sure there'll be more detailed briefings to Congress next week, and I spoke to Vice President Pence about this yesterday. They're expecting to brief even deeper, but the intelligence has been out there for a long time on Soleimani. Nobody disputes it was the Obama administration that deemed him a terrorist. It's not that there was a question about how dangerous this person was. The fact that he was planning other attacks. He was not only responsible for attacks just in the last few weeks against Americans that killed an American, but he was planning future attacks against America, and we had a chance to take him out. Any responsible commander-in-chief would have done the same thing, but President Trump's the one who did it. And I'm glad that the president had the fortitude to say, we're going to put America first, we're going to protect America and our allies around the world by doing this. And if somebody wants to criticize him for it, I think they're going to have to look in a mirror and say, whose side are you on if you question something that actually makes America safer?
Bingo.
So, I guess, good-for-nothing lowlifes favor siding with bloodthirsty terrorists over innocent men, women, and children, and of course, our patriotic service members, all who are always getting slaughtered by monsters like Soleimani. Criminals aren't only the ones committing the crimes, but also who witness yet do nothing about it. And the worst are those who advocate a criminal despite acknowledging the inhuman atrocities they committed and orchestrated. I guess many of us have chosen to be of the third category, advocates. People of this category are no less monsters than Soleimani himself. Just because this strike could trigger conflict with Iran, we sit back and let Iran be after what they're doing to women, children, and our military overseas? Thank God, we at least now have a president who's got a spine to make this happen, to take down this monster. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And haven't you checked out the official TST store yet? It has a variety of Patriot-themed custom t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, phone cases, and lots more. Make sure to take a look. and maybe help us out by picking some products for yourself and your loved ones at great prices. It does make a huge difference to what we're doing here. Link in the description below. If you've liked this report, let us know by tapping that like button down below, share the news among friends and family, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for tuning in to TSD. I'm David Ravine, and I'll see you in the next one.